There is nothing impossible to him who will try. I am not afraid of an army of lions led by sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. Remember, upon the conduct of each depends the fate of all. Whatever possession we gain by our sword cannot be sure or lasting, but the love gained by kindness and moderation is certain and durable. Through every generation of the human race there has been a constant war, a war with fear. Those who have the courage to conquer it are made free, and those who are conquered by it are made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it, or death takes them. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. I had rather excel others in the knowledge of what is excellent, than in the extent of my power and dominion. You shall, I question not, find a way to the top if you diligently seek for it, for nature hath placed nothing so high that is out of the reach of industry and valor. For my own part, I would rather excel knowledge of the highest secrets of philosophy than in arms. I would rather live a short life of glory than a long one of obscurity. Let us conduct ourselves so that all men wish to be our friends and all fear to be our enemies. Every light is not the sun. There is something noble in hearing myself ill spoken of when I am doing well. With the right attitude, self-imposed limitations vanish. As for a limit to one's labors, I, for one, do not recognize any for a high-minded man, except that the labors themselves should lead to noble accomplishments. I do not steal victory. In the end, when it's over, all that matters is what you've done. How should a man be capable of grooming his own horse, or of furbishing his own spear and helmet, if he allows himself to become unaccustomed to tending even his own person, which is his most treasured belonging? A tomb now suffices him for whom the whole world was not sufficient. Who does not desire such a victory by which we shall join places in our kingdom, so far divided by nature, and for which we shall set up trophies in another conquered world? When we give someone our time, we actually give a portion of our life that we will never take back. Now you fear punishment and beg for your lives, so I will let you free, if not for any other reason so that you can see the difference between a Greek king and a barbarian tyrant, so do not expect to suffer any harm from me. A king does not kill messengers. My treasure lies in my friends. Holy shadows of the dead, I am not to blame for your cruel and bitter fate, but the accursed rivalry which brought sister nations and brother people to fight one another. I do not feel happy for this victory of mine. On the contrary, I would be glad, brothers, if I had all of you standing here next to me, since we are united by the same language, the same blood and the same visions. Each moment free from fear makes a man immortal. Sex and sleep alone make me conscious that I am mortal. For as a newborn babe cannot be nourished without the nurse's milk, nor conducted to the approaches that lead to growth in life, so a city cannot thrive without fields and the fruits thereof pouring into its walls. If I were not Alexander, I should wish to be Diogenes. In faith and hope the world will disagree, but all mankind's concern is charity. Heaven cannot brook two sons, nor earth two masters. I send you a cafes of mustard seed, that you may taste and acknowledge the bitterness of my victory. I want the road to be covered with my treasure so that everybody sees that material wealth acquired on earth, stays on earth. How happy had it been for me had I been slain in the battle. It had been far more noble to have died the victim of the enemy than fall a sacrifice to the rage of my friends. On their side more men are standing, on ours more will fight. Are you still to learn that the end and perfection of our victories is to avoid the vices and infirmities of those whom we subdue? O fortunate youth, to have found Homer as the herald of your glory. My Father will anticipate everything. He will leave you and me no chance to do a great and brilliant deed. I foresee a great funeral contest over me. Our enemies are Medes and Persians, men who for centuries have lived soft and luxurious lives. We of Macedon for generations past have been trained in the hard school of danger and war. How great are the dangers I face to win a good name in Athens. I am dying from the treatment of too many physicians. I want the best doctors to carry my coffin to demonstrate that, in the face of death, even the best doctors in the world have no power to heal. To the strongest. The end and object of conquest is to avoid doing the same thing as the conquered. Without knowledge, skill cannot be focused. Without skill, strength cannot be brought to bear, and without strength, knowledge may not be applied. Toil and risk are the price of glory, but it is a lovely thing to live with courage and die leaving an everlasting fame. Bury my body and don't build any monument. Keep my hands out so the people know the one who won the world had nothing in hand when he died. True love never has a happy ending, because there is no ending to true love. Glory crowns the deeds of those who expose themselves to toils and dangers.
Like, comment, and subscribe.